Idiot Figures is not for kids under the age of 14, so if you're 14 or younger, please do not watch.
This is Chef Justin with Idiot Figures. I'm going to do my top 10 action figures of 2019. So my honorable mention is going to have to be to the NECA Pan's Labyrinth line. We have Ophelia, Pale Man, and Fawn, or the Fawn. But the reason that I can't rate these in my top 10 is because I never even opened them out of box yet. There's too many little accessories and too many pieces that, as you can see, they're all chained to, or tied to the boxes. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to get them back in the box, and they are not ready to be displayed yet. I don't have a good space to display them, and I don't want to get them out of the box without them being displayed. But just from the aesthetic of them, I really like them. Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies. I got the Pale Man pretty quickly. That might even been released last year. But Ophelia and the Fawn were two that I waited quite a while to get because nobody in Vermont carried them. I had to go to New Hampshire to get them. But I really like the figures. I really like all the accessories they come with. A line that I've really been getting into this year is I got only my first SH Figuarts. I think last year I got a knockoff and was not very impressed. It was a Bruce Lee knockoff. And then I also got a knockoff Harley Quinn Suicide Squad. They were pretty cheap, but I did not like them. And then I got the Catwoman, or Selena Kyle from, I think GameStop. It was on clearance. That's the thing. These SH Figuarts figures, they're extremely expensive when they first come out. Ridiculously priced. That being said, this is another honorable mention. Ram Marie from Case Closed. Now, I do not know this. I'm assuming it's like an anime thing. But I saw this online I think it was on Walmart's website. And it was only $5. So I got it. And they obviously mislisted it. So I was able to pick it up for $5. I'm going to take it out of the package. Got her out of the box to go real slow. It took me a while to get her standing. I love the hair. The skirt has like a slit in it, so you can move her legs. It doesn't impede the articulation whatsoever. Like I said, she has tiny little feet. I love the shiny shoes compared to the matte on the socks. The eyes are great. Fully articulated, of course. She comes with two face sculpts, slapping hands, punching hands. I'm sure whatever anime this is from, there's always some old guy trying to grab her ass, so she has to slap or punch him. So my number 10 is Mattel's Amber Collection Velociraptor from Jurassic World. Or Jurassic Park, Jurassic World line. Ian Malcolm was another figure that came with it. I did not pick up the Ian Malcolm, but this thing has just got so much articulation. Top jaw, bottom jaw, arms, legs. Even the dew claw has articulation. It came with this cool stand. I kind of wish I had a clamp instead of a peg because it's kind of a bad placement for a hole. But I like the tail. It's like a rubberized. You can bend it different ways. It's really cool. I got this honestly thinking that it was going to be like a vehicle for another 6-inch figure. But it's really cool. And if you remember Jurassic World or Jurassic Park figures when it first came out, They didn't. They were nothing like this. Number 9, 8, 7, 6 are gonna be the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles GameStop exclusives from the movie Turtles. They're just too cool. I mean, anyone who grew up watching Ninja Turtles like I did, the cartoon Turtles are, to me, were kind of lame. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I didn't watch it, but the movie Turtles were so cool. Now, I disliked the new movies. I wanted to see these same Turtles. But now I have these same Turtles. And the reason I'm ranking them, other than nostalgia for me, is because, one, you have a place to put the accessories sheath. They can hold all their accessories. And they can carry them when they're not holding them. 2, they come with extra hands, extra bandana, like it looks like maybe they're jumping or flying. And they each came with a slice of pizza. Stink bug pizza, I think. But yeah, I think they would have been up higher if they just, to me, like, they look a little hunchy. Like, I know they kind of had to do it to get the shell and get the articulation. But the shoulders, I feel like, could have been a little bit broader. But the paint and the way the shell is, I love these figures. I reviewed these figures on my channel before. Oh, I love them. Alright, my number 5. Again, I'm going with the whole line instead of just one figure. One, because I think the Amitsu Black Armor Spider-Man came out maybe in late 2018. He's one of my favorite figures, and he hasn't had any issues. But these, and the Samurai Wolverine I just got for Christmas. It's a Mohimano Wolverine from Tamashii Nation's movie realization line. Now, I have Spider-Man's grappling hook and his spider hand on. I also put his sword. He came with a sword. I just love that purple, how detailed he is. It's so cool. And, you know, it's not going to give you the posability that a regular Spider-Man is because of all the armor and stuff, but it's not supposed to. And it's Wolverine. Now, Wolverine is probably my favorite, like, artistic, the colors and the little bit of red for the belt on the sword, and he comes with 2 extra sets of claws, 2 and 1 set of hands. While Spider-Man, Black Armor Spider-Man, comes with, I think, 3 sets of hands, 2 of those grappling hooks, 1 for each hand, and it has like a different, you see the little collar thing? That's movable. And that's what it's attached to. And like I said, he also comes with a sword. What else does he come with? Comes with something else. Let me see. This is why it's called idiot figures, because I'm not prepared. Oh yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So no, he comes with 4 sets of hands. Yeah. But I really like him. I really like Wolverine. Wolverine, for some reason, can't hold on to his claws. He's got 3 sets of claws. They're all really cool. I think I would have liked some to be like almost like an ice pick kind of pike. We have some that are like that. And then these ones are my favorite. Then you just have some regular Wolverine claws. I feel like, I don't know if this is one solid piece. I don't think it is. I feel like these feel fragile to me. And for $100 figure, 1 set of hands. I want to say these look like they're like sword holding hands. So if you can find a sword, of course he didn't come with a sword, which he should have. Anyway, these fall out so easy. Like, once you put them in, they're alright, but if you move the figure whatsoever, it feels like they just pop right out. They don't go in, like, maybe a little whack. Like, I could put a little, what modeling wax, or like dollhouse wax, which is what that's not gonna focus. Which is what I use a lot of times to like keep my figures from falling over. So I live right next to the main road, so it's a little shaky. And that might help. But again, like others from this line, I have the Samurai Deadpool and I have Samurai War Machine. And the peg on the back of my Samurai War Machine snapped because it was literally the giant guns and giant rocket pack that were on his back were literally attached with a ball joint that was like this same size. It was one of those. It was one of the ones like for the hands that just has the one. It just swivels the one direction for this giant backpack thing. So I snapped it. I managed to fix it a little bit so it stays in. Like I re-pegged it with like some metal. It took me quite a while to do it actually. But that's why this line doesn't go higher. If these figures were perfect, I didn't have any quality issues. I didn't have any because the paint is beautiful. The sculpts are beautiful. I like everything about these except for the quality of them is just, I'm worried they're going to break. I'm worried like things are falling off too easily. And number 4 is the Mezco 112 Popeye Sailor Edition. Whatever edition, it's the Mezco exclusive one. This is the Popeye I remember with the sailor suit. And I mean, it might have been released last year in 2018, but I wasn't able to get it this year, and it was really, really hard to find. And luckily, there are collectors out there that aren't just trying to make a bunch of money. That want to see these toys get into other collectors' hands, because I was able to get this for a retail price, maybe even a little less than retail. Awesome spinach can it comes in. It all tells you everything that's in it. We have the extra. We have the pipes, smoking pipes, regular pipes, sailor sack, sailor bag. Comes with the, what do you call this, petticoat? I think it's more like blue, a little bluish than black, but your vision's kind of going. And it comes with spyglass, compass, a can of spinach, a crushed can of spinach. It's a 5 extra hands, 3 caps, which are magnetized to the head, and so you could pretty much put them wherever. And another head sculpt. This head sculpt, he's like gritting his teeth. It's like angry head sculpt. Hold on. The only reason I'm using gloves with these Mezcos is because I don't want to get my finger grease on the clothes, make them gross. But as you can see, like the dirt and the fingernails and the tattoos. I mean, this thing. Look at the freckles on the skin. I would have probably liked it if the suit was a little thicker, because I feel like it's kind of a little bit translucent, you know, a bit see-through. But maybe, I don't know, it's super articulated. I love this guy. I was so happy to get it. The boots, I mean, he's awesome. It's just, this is my second Mezco that I've gotten, and I was totally stoked to get this one. And this is just number 4. All right. My number 3 figure, 2019, has to be the Dark Horse Comics 1000 Toys Hellboy. Now this thing is a delight. It's probably the first triple-digit figure that I have purchased. Got at the beginning of the year. Now, a lot of people say that it's got like a Lego on the articulation for the. I mean, what else are they gonna do? They're gonna make it a bendy rubber. Then it's gonna be. You're gonna complain that it's too soft and doesn't hold the pose. I think this is perfect, and the articulation on this is just buttery smooth all the way around. It's just, it doesn't, there's a ratchet on the middle, like this is a soft rubber. We'll see how this holds up over time, but there's a ratchet inside of it, but it's still, it looks, it's so good. Wired cape, you have the tail, which is also bendable. I mean, I love this thing. This is obviously the comic version. Real metal chain on there. It's got the holster. Now the holster actually doesn't open right there. I've heard a lot of people that have ripped and broke their holster. It actually opens like from the top. Not sure why. I mean, this guy is just awesome. His gun fits in his hand perfect. He comes with an extra head, which is probably the better looking head, honestly. And then a few extra hands. The tail comes separate. You got to put the tail in. Same with the holster. Now, apparently the original release, or the pre-order release, came with the full horns and a sword. I think I heard Big Dub talking on his channel saying that they have an aftermarket horns that will work for this and the sword that's relatively inexpensive. I'd like to find them because I think it would be so much better with the full horns. I'm not sure why they just did the pre-release the pre-orders of that. Doesn't make much sense. Dog's freaking out in the background. Sorry about that. But anyway, this is an awesome figure, and I was glad to pick it up. Now I think it's going on clearance on GameStop. You can get it through where I think it's only like $70 or something. But it's a really, really cool figure, and that's why it's my number 3. Now here we go to the number 2 figure. Again, this figure might have not been released this year. It might have been released last year. But for my birthday this year, my wife got me a Chitauri foot soldier from a Hot Toy from Big Bad Toy Store. And the thing of that is it came with $175 of store credit. So I got my first Mezco figure, which is this blade right here. And this is just a regular release. This is, it's $80, and, it's still for sale now. You can order this. This thing is amazing. Now, the figure itself is just great. I threw some sunglasses on him. It comes with 4 pairs of sunglasses, 8 hands, a couple blast effects, 6 stakes, 2 of those sort of knife things, and I'll show you. So the accessories are what's so insane about it. So there's articulation in this. You close it up, and guess what? It's got a holster that holds it. And you could hold both of them right on there. You fit 3 stakes there. Now, shotgun actually has lever action. Has this nice little strap you either put over his head, around his neck, or his shoulder. A little submachine gun. Cool thing about the submachine gun do it without breaking it, is clip comes out, paint detail on the bullet in the clip. Comes with one extra clip. So, I mean, those will get lost pretty easily. And these effects here, there's one for the shotgun. Plugs in that in the shotgun. And one for the submachine gun, which I can't quite get out of there. But anyway, also, sword with sheath. I like the sword a lot because the detail on the sword, it's not just the solid sword, they keep it like blade sword. See that detail there? I mean, it's just super detailed. And here's the sheath holder. Magnet goes to his back. Try to find the place where this goes. So it hooks to his back, or it just magnetizes his back. And you put the sheath on there. I can pause it for a second and I'll put it. Alright, so I got the mechanism fire. Now the shotgun. So there's a bigger one for the shotgun. I like this better. I like to put the stake there. Looks like it's firing a stake. I like that a lot. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it definitely fits in there real nice. Articulation, no doubt, super articulated. It's like a pleather pants, soft shirt. As you can see, the sword, so you can move it wherever direction you want. The magnet's very powerful. And the cool, very cool accessory that's a cape. It's got wire in it, or coat. It's got wire in it, and I've tried it. I don't like getting it on and off. It's a pain in the butt. But the magnet does magnetize even through the coat, so you could still have the sheath. I kind of wish that they did like an opening through the back, because I guess this is not like supposed to be movie accurate. But remember in the movie he had like the little thing in the coat, so the sword popped out through the back of it. But that's probably something easily customizable. I'm not talented enough to do it, but I like the coat, and this guy is just all the accessories, the stand that comes with it. I mean, for $80, this is and this is only number 2. The regular release blade from Mezco Toys. Number 1. This was a Christmas present. Again, I'm not sure if it actually released this year or last year. Sold out instantly. I've been trying to get one of these forever. Is the Agent Gomez, the Mezco exclusive release. I think every Gomez is a Mezco exclusive, but anyway, this is like their spokes figure, I would say. It came with a comic book. Not a lot of writing in the comic book, just a little bit of plot. It's a pretty cool comic book. Introduces you to the dude, to Gomez. And came with a little sticker book. And I'm thinking that I might put them on the back of the boombox, but we'll see. Accessories. Now, first of all, the figure itself. Nice, fancy suit. I hear a lot of people complain that they don't like the Chuck Taylors. I think that's awesome. I like them. Chuck Taylor's with a tie. This guy, why have like fancy shoes? He's going to be assassinating people and running away. Why do you want Italian leather shoes while you're doing that? So we'll start the accessories. It'll take a minute on the accessories. So this is a scarf. I'm not even going to take it out because I'm probably never going to use it, honestly. For what I've heard is the Gomez and Lone Roach. The Lone Roach or whatever one. That's the scarf that it comes with as well. 2 extra heads. 2 extra bug heads, I should say. Different states of humanoidness. Put that in backwards. And a skull. A black skull head. I like this one. Also, tiny, tiny watch. That's 12 sets of hands. Even middle finger hands. We have 2 grenade canisters, a silencer, not sure what that one goes to, an extra clip, a pea shooter. This is the sniper rifle. It breaks down and fits into this, which opens up. These are foam inserts for it, so you can put everything in it. There's 2 different ones, so you can put different things in it. Hoverboard, which is magnetized, and magnets to the feet. Very, very cool. Because it won't stand on the board. You need to put it on the stand. It did come with a stand, like every Mezco. Backpack, which has some foam inside it. Now, apparently, if you got this release, I don't think this, you can like put things in like the nooks of the backpack, but these pockets don't actually open. And the hoverboard fits in this little Velcro. It's like a little Velcro thing. The hoverboard fits there. And apparently a mini Mezit fits inside the backpack. Which I guess they put one in the shipper when you ordered it or pre-ordered it. But my wife got this for me for Christmas on the secondary market. It did not come with a mini Mezit. I do have some like DC mini Mezits that I might try to customize maybe and do that. Sheath came with a strap instead of a magnet, which is a bit disappointing, but whatever. I like the sword. It's like an antennae looking sword. It's very small and very thin, but very cool. A leather jacket, which is a thinner jacket than that does not have wire in it. Well, I guess it might have wire in the belt from what it feels like. But it's definitely thinner than the Blade one. Alright, what else does it have? So like I said, the boombox opens. I forget how. It's like kind of not tricky, but I need 2 hands to do it. It also comes with the same. It comes with the same blast effects as Blade does as well. But yeah, it's really cool. I could spend all day talking about this guy. He's just super awesome.